Hey, what's going on, guys? We have this question right here. It's asking determine the reactions at the supports, right? So we have these two supports right here. This is support A, B, and we have two forces. They are acting equally. So what we have to do is, first of all, let's draw the direction of the forces. So this is the only possible way for this one, and for this one, this is the only possible way for the reaction, right? So this is going to be AY, and this is going to be by. Since you see, if you see, there's no horizontal forces acting on this, therefore there's no horizontal reaction. Therefore from that we can say this Bx is equal to 0. So we have this thing right here. Let's see. So since we have to find the exact force, let's say this one is acting on middle, we can separate these forces into two parts. So we can make a rectangle right here and a triangle on top. So this is, I believe this is going to act in the middle. So it's going to be 600 Newton because this is going all the way. So we can say it's acting on the middle, Newton per meter, and this is acting on the corner. So we can say this is acting on 1/3 of this distance, Newton per meter. So we're taking meter away. So this is going to be 1/3 of the distance. So since we have this information, we can, this is not 600 because we don't know. Let's say this is F1. This is F1 and F2. We have to find these forces. To find these forces, I can use area rule. So if I find the area around the rectangle, I can find the force. So first of all, for the rectangle, the area is equal to length times height. So height is 600 Newton meter, and the length is 6. So if I multiply this Newton meter multiplied by meter becomes meter Newton, it will become this 3600 Newton. And if I calculate F2, to calculate F2 I have to use triangle, but I had to choose this much distance because this is a triangle's height, right? So 600 is from here. We know that rectangle is starting from 600, so we have to deduct this 600. So this is going to be 300 Newton meter. That's going to be my height. 300 times 300 times this length is going to be 3, and we know it's going to be half time length time height. It's going to be divided by 2. So therefore the answer is 450 Newton. So let's take moment around B. If I take moment around B, the total moment is going to be 0 in statics, therefore this is 0. So let's take all the moment. If I take B, this one included, and F1. F1 is at 3 meter distance. So we can put F1 times 3, and F2 is 5 meter because 1/3 of this distance, so it's going to be 5 meter. So it's going to be plus. I'm taking counterclockwise positive. So this is pulling this object down, so both are counterclockwise. Therefore both are positive, and this is going to be F2 times 5. And you see AY is pulling this object up, so it's clockwise. Therefore it's going to be negative, and AY times the distance is 6 meter. So AY times 6, the total moment is equal to 0. So if I solve for AY, it comes out to be 2175 Newton. 75 Newton. So this is the information we have right now. Then what else I had to find out is this is one of the reaction. Ay is one of the reaction, and the other one is by. So we found this one already. We had to find the by. In order to find the by, I had to find the moment around A. So let's take the moment around A. The total moment around A is going to be equal to 0. So let's take clockwise positive. So if I take clockwise positive, it's going to be f1, f, f2 is in 1 meter distance. So f2 times 1. There's another easy way to do this one. We don't have to take the moment. We can solve all the vertical components to find it easily. So it's going to be sigma Fy. The total force in statics is 0, so sigma Fy is going to be equal to 0. And I take the upward direction positive. If I take it, Ay is going to be positive. Ay is going to be positive, F2 is going to be negative, and F1 also going to be equal to negative. Then By is going to be positive. So this is going to be equal to 0. So since we have Ay here, and F1, F2 we found out already. So if you plug it in this equation and find the By is going to be equal to 1875 Newton. So these are the two reactions. So we found these two reactions already. So I hope you guys liked this video. See you next time.